Oh, yeah.
Sir! A letter for you, sir!
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
My dear Geralt.
I hope all is well. I imagine you hot on the trail of some nasty monster. Or is it an overly complex curse this time? Oh, Geralt, I wish I knew for certain. Whatever is keeping you busy, perhaps you'll need a break. For those moments, I offer you this intriguing little mystery I happened on in an old manuscript I bought off a merchant from Nazaire. The tome's author claims a certain Professor Moreau once called Beauclair home, and this professor conducted research into Witcher mutations. I don't know much else, but I suspect that alone might pique your interest. The tome mentioned a journal interred with the scholar when he passed. It could very well lead you to his laboratory. I'm enclosing a map I found folded in the tome. It's smudged in a few places, but I hope it proves useful anyway. Please be careful and come back. Quickly. Your Triss.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
Love Triss. He's so great.
Don't crowd around. Better to die of drink than of boredom.
jaw-dropping Mancomb awaits a challenger. His tongue, Witcher. Surely you've
now, let's not do
techniques
anything
you'd
rash.
care to test and demonstrate.
Wanna fight?
The rules governing the Beauclair fist-fighting circuit. Are you familiar with them?
You fight with fists. Got much to add beyond that?
You must make a wager to join the contest. There are 3 champions. Challenge them all, defeat them honorably, and you may try your luck against the Maestro. Do you wish to jump in?
Considering it.
So you're not surprised. Consider this as well. Here, intellect counts as much as strength.
You see, Mancomb is no ordinary fighter.
Mancomb? First I've ever encountered that name.
One should never judge an opponent by his name. Master Mancomb is a saddler, though a valiant one at that. His blows are as fierce as his riposts are sharp.
Get me some bread.
Fine, let's start.
Oh, my knees quake like a carnival rattle.
Let's get on with this ridiculous battle.
I'm a top taunter, the best around, not one to be beaten by some inbred hound.
Guess you'd know, since your mom's a bitch.
Oh my god.
Ah, pathetic. This'll be easy. What's wrong? Afraid? Gut feeling queasy?
I thought they were gonna make a mama joke.
Your bones look thin, your breathing's wheezy. Afraid one punch might kill you. It's got me uneasy. Should have quit before we began. Gonna make you wish you'd turned tail and ran.
Why, you bad, I've got to admit, you know how to roast a man. You
Roast
win.
it, nigga.
Mean
Get
we're not
roasted.
gonna fight?
Why? I told you, you've won.
The Witcher wins, beating Mancomb at his own game.
Wait, that was it?
You out-tongued me, but only because I'm under the weather today. I'd have lashed you raw otherwise.
Right, sure.
2 more champions to defeat before you can challenge the Maestro. Still Waters is to be found in Oatville, not far from Mountebank Alley, while Colossus fights in the largest courtyard in San Sebastian.
Slow now, let's not do anything rash. It's still
Wine is dearer, wenches are dearer.
When dealing with men, speak softly and carry a large stick.
What do you want?
tough times.
My legs. I can't. Real legs.
What will the morrow bring?
Greetings, monsieur. You need something?
Mind if I glance at your stock?
That's like PewDiePie.
See ya.
I just want to play some fucking Gwent. Trying to get somebody's money, man.
Quiet down now. What? What's going on?
Pretty crap idea sleeping at the clogs. Unless you don't mind some clever little beast making off with your coin pouch.
The notice, is that it? Are you a witcher, master?
I am. Don't think I've seen your notice, though.
Not to fret. I shall tell you, and perhaps you'd care to help. Not free of charge, naturally. The din at the city cemetery. That's my grief. Screaming and clattering fill the air at night. A man can't get a lick of sleep. It all began on the day of Saint Zoltan's remembrance. I recall it precisely. I took the matter up with the ducal guard. They claim they found nothing, but I'm not sure they even bothered to look. What's left for me to do? Should I sniff about the cemetery myself?
The noises, they pretty regular?
Each night, I live next door. I hear it loud and clear, as if through a horn someone had stuck in my ear. Ah! Hawk! Ooh! Firk! And then whack! Thud! As if a mother bear slammed pate first into a cupboard.
Know exactly what you mean. How much will I get for this?
How much would you like? I don't believe I have that amount. What would you say? Agreed.
Fine, I'll tend to it. Any victims? Someone go missing recently? Or are we just talking noises?
No one's come to harm, thank the gods. Why? Do you think it might be a monster?
Could be, but doesn't need to, though. Might also be grave robbers, tramps. Remains to be seen.
I can't rightly say what would be worse. Whatever the case, Godspeed, Master.
Could come this time.
Witcher, please, sir, find that bee.
Let me live.
Can't hear anything, but might want to look around anyway. Smashed padlock. Someone broke in. Tracks. Trampled grass and bloomers. Not the kind of moaning he meant, though. Graves dug up. Thing is, grave robbers don't usually wail and moan that much. Lots of tracks. Not much I can glean from them, though. Gotta come back after dark.
Walter Jim. Such troubles were simply unimaginable.
Hark, Beauclerc! Her most gracious Duchess has hired a witcher to get at the root of these murders. Every resident of our fair town is hereby required to aid the witcher in any way he requests. Open house at the Beauclair chapter of the Transnational Flagellants Club. All are invited. Come, taste of the wind. Perhaps you'll stay long.
Greetings.
A witcher from the School of the Wolf, here in Tucson. Greetings. I'm Lazar Lafargue.
Geralt of Rivia. Seem pretty enthused. Got a job for me?
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm sure you'll be interested all the same. I'm an armorer, see, and I've for years sought diagrams for witcher armor of exceptional quality, Grandmaster level.
Heard of them. Never seen any, though. Thought they were lost.
Not quite. For I've been lucky enough to learn that their holders came to Tucson. Alas, they then perished, but I know where. I just need a partner to help me retrieve them.
If you know where to look, why not get them yourself?
No offense, but do I look like a rough-hewn adventurer? Besides, who would serve my clients while I roamed about seeking them? No, I rather leave it to someone familiar with such matters. Bring me the diagrams, and from them I'll forge for you whatever you fancy.
All these diagrams somehow wound up in Toussaint? How is that even possible?
Toussaint was once home to Tiensail, a legendary and now deceased elfin master armorer. Witches from all corners of the world came to him to forge their plate, their mail.
Heard about him. Supposed to have been the best.
And thus he charged the king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous work to earn the coin to pay him. Some, alas, met with misfortune, and the diagrams they carried were left to rot with their earthly remains.
Got it. Find them, find the diagrams. But how can I know where to look for their remains?
As it happens, I learned my trade at Jensail's side. So I heard the stories of the missing witches firsthand. What he told me, well, that is what discouraged me from seeking the diagrams out myself. We must strike a deal. I shall tell you all I know. In return, once you've found the diagrams, you will let me draft a copy.
This elven master, how'd he end up taking a human for an apprentice?
My father forged armor. As a youngster, I helped him, then began forging my own pieces. Master Tiensail saw my work and offered to take me on as his apprentice. Only now, years on, do I realize the honor that was. Alas, my master perished in a massacre later, slain by racists. Though he taught me everything he knew, I did not manage to complete the guild's requirements for Grand Master while he lived. I know I have no equal in the trade. Yet, until I complete Witcher armor of Grandmaster quality, I shall never be certain I've become my teacher's equal.
Where do I look for these diagrams?
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a different school of the wolf, griffin, cat, bear, and manticore. Which should I start with?
Tell me about my brother, the wolf.
His name was Aton. I remember him well. My master liked him, helped him find a safe yet well-paid contract. A few years ago, an archaeological expedition arrived in Tucson from Castel Gropia. They questioned my master about the elfin ruins at Termis. He warned them of the danger there and recommended they take Aton as an escort.
What kind of danger did he mean? Any idea?
Legend claims wraiths haunt the chambers beneath Termis. I cannot say if there is any truth to this, but both the scholars and the Witcher disappeared without a trace.
School of the Manticore. Probably know the least about it, though once, long ago, wore some armor forged there.
My master said the Manticores have their fortress in the Far East. A century past, one of their number came to him, a witcher named Merton. He made a poor impression on my master. He stank like a dwarfen still, and quarreled fiercely all the time. Tien Sahil slammed the door in his face and told him to return when he sobered up. He would conduct no business with a drunk. The Witcher, however, failed to return. Folk say he got into a booze-fueled brawl with the ducal guard. He was arrested and sentenced. Bastoy prison, where he was held, well, it's been a ruin for years. Still, you may want to start your search there.
Tell me more about the bear, can you?
He appeared shortly after Master Tien Sahil took me on as his apprentice. I remember the bear-head medallion that hung from his neck. I remember a towering witcher who haggled like a fishwife.
Witchers never have too much coin.
True, this one clearly was not wealthy. But he pledged to bring us coin after he completed a contract at the Tufo vineyard, where a building had just collapsed. Time passed, the bear never showed, and my master sent me to the Tufo estate. As it turned out, the Witcher had indeed accepted a job. Yet that was all they heard of him, and that is all I know.
Let's talk about the cat.
A year ago, Bartolome Delaunay, the ducal armorer, asked me to confirm the authenticity of a Witcher diagram he had received by messenger. You see, at the time he was working on new armor for the ducal guard. A Witcher from the School of the Cat offered to sell him diagrams for a full set of gear. The diagrams would have been helpful indeed.
The diagram you saw, was it really a Witcher diagram?
Beyond any doubt. It's a shame Delaunay didn't let me draft a copy. He was quite shaken up, afraid the Witcher might simply kill him and take his coin. Possibly a well-founded fear. Soon after, Delaunay disappeared without a trace. I would have searched his former home for clues, but it has fallen into disrepair, and it is simply too dangerous there.
The Griffin. What can you tell me about him?
He came some 200 years ago, but my master remembered him well. This Witcher was not stripped of emotions, you see, as his colleagues were. He had taken on a contract at Fort Usa, and required better gear. He showed my master his diagrams, paid a deposit, and was never seen again. Apparently, he rode off one night from the fort, never to return.
Any idea where he went?
No, it said he left in a rush, so he may have left something behind. Only ruins remain of Fort Usar, but you may wish to search them.
What do you have on offer? Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
You will find solace there.
Such troubles were simply
Citizens,
unimaginable.
Vaucleroy, Toussaint, wherever wa, you are kindly reminded that by decision of the City Council, you are requested to refrain from spilling sewage into the streets of the Hauteville between 10 o'clock in the morning and 8 at night. Hark, Beauclervois! Her most gracious Duchess has hired a witcher to get at the root of these murders. Every resident... is hereby required
My
to
heart's
aid the
about to
Witcher in
burst
any
from
way he
surfeit of
requests.
beauty.
The top do this season, a quaff beyond compare from the preserve. Ah, the serendipity. I'm so glad you're back. Master Witcher, what luck to happen upon you.
Got work for me? New contract?
Of the contract in question, you acquitted yourself beautifully years past on your last sojourn in Beauclair. I was in a bit of a bind at the time, do you remember? Yet I swore a solemn vow to pay you in full one day.
Guess it rings a bell.
Sadly, you went on your way before I could settle matters with you. So I took your coin and placed it in an account for safekeeping.
What kind of account?
A savings account at Cianfanelli Bank. You need but walk in and withdraw. The sum must be rather substantial by now.
Thanks. Head over there first chance I get. Gotta stop by that bank.
They say the diamond at the port has such extraordinary new colours, but some of the girls charge him less if he dyes their skirts.
close in the veins of Tucson. They say a great deal about you.
Don't rush about so. Cheers.
Wipe your boots before you take another step. Don't slurp your food. Don't eat with your hands. Don't pick your teeth with your knife.
What?
Oh, I'm just jesting. You, sir, clearly were not born in a barn. Welcome to the pheasantry.
I know you're busy, but round of Gwent?
Eat, drink, and be merry. Thus spake the prophet Lebioda.
Son of a bitch. Oh my god, that was so stupid.
knight and friend.
Am I too late to sign up?
We've one slot free for anyone willing to play the skeleton. I assure you, Skellige is just as strong as the other factions. It shall soon be considered canon, of this I'm certain.
I don't know. Always been an Nilfgaard man myself. I must give it some more thought.
I love Gwent.
Geralt of Rivia. Saw a notice about a Gwent tournament.
By all means, you've come to the right place. I am Count Martin Monnier, organizer-in-chief. Our tourney's more than mere diversion. We've a mission, see, to spread word of my brother's brainchild, Skellige, a new Gwent faction.
New deck? Where'd you get the idea? I mean, why bother?
All Beauclair knows me as a great lover and promoter of Gwent. My brother, dead for some time now, was known to be the same. We shared another great passion, travel. Spent a great many years at sea in our youth, marking out our territory in multiple corners of the world. Yet the one that truly grabbed us by the stones were the Skellige Isles. The stormy sea, consumed by a fever, a suicidal awe, dashing itself against somber cliffs. That is the image I retain. It and others like it inspired my brother to devise the new faction.
These new cards. Tell me something about them.
Their design embodies the Isle's spirit. The rage-filled potency, the rough, brutal beauty. Famed Skelligers, heroes of lore, berserkers and beasts, ogle us from the cards. Bran Tuirsek is the faction's leader, of course.
And the other famous Skelligers?
Hjalmar and Ceris Ankraite, naturally, though not conjoined.
Also Hemdall the hero, the venerable druid Ermion. The list goes on.
The tournament. Where do I sign up to play?
Right here with me. I've one slot open, but there's a condition. You must use cards of the Skellige faction. You see, I've already asked a great many seasoned players to do the same. Alas, all fear novelties, disdain process.
Long story short, you need a sucker who'll risk it. Take a stab at proving Skellige's no worse than the...
We understand one another perfectly, I see. Behold this trophy, standing stiff and strong. It could be yours if you win.
Not bad. Could look great in my house. On the sideboard, maybe. All right, I'll give it a shot. Play using the new faction.
That is an exceedingly good rub to my loins. Just one small adjoinder. I can only provide you a basic Skellige deck. My brother, alas, gave away or lost many key cards.
No chance I can win the tournament with these cards?
An issue easily resolved. You must simply face local Gwent competitors, win the missing cards from them. Besides, it will be very good practice for the tournament itself. Here, the cards I can spare you. Take them, please. The rest I keep for myself, for I too intend to play as Skellige.
Yes, no ointments could help.
Wine, sunlight captured in a bottle.
My heart's about to burst.
Pure gold.
Surfeit of beauty.
Damn.
Wine, sunlight.
Problems. Hire a witcher. It's a good thing you've come.
Lady, never your married, but what different.
What the hell?
bitter, but its fruit and wine. Around here, it's wine, wine.
Whoa! A witcher! A serious client at last. Tell me, what do you need? Honeysuckle, Ganesha petals?
Show me what you've got in stock.
Oh, I'm gonna need that. Miss a cockatree stomach.
In the mood for a round of Gwent?
Damn, it's impossible.
Welcome back.
In the mood for a round?
shit. Oh, that's dope. That's all I can do. God damn, barely won. I barely won. Oof. That's it for me for right now. I'm gonna take a nap. It's like 8 a.m. here. I've been up since like 2 a.m. Took a short nap last night.